Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Tuesday, December 9th of 2025, and I already made a video today and I know I've already messed up on the date. I've had to just intro so many times. I can look at the calendar and then I won't even remember what day it is. Okay, so I'm doing homemade gifts for friends and family. So I've been making stuff. Now I'm going to go and wrap them just to get all this stuff. It's all piled up like on my bed, on the floor, in the kitchen, everywhere. Just I need to get everything kind of put somewhere. I want to, start getting everything wrapped for Christmas. So first thing I did is I've got these 10 gifts that I'm doing, and I love, oops, I'm gonna keep bumping my camera. I love gift bags, but I need 10 gift bags just for, this, and I need some other gift bags for other people. And the gift bags, like I just couldn't find anything I liked at Dollar Tree, but they're like $1.75 to $2 a bag. Dollarama, the ones I need, like the size I need, they're like between $2 and $3 this year, and I'm like, I just don't want to spend that amount of money on gift bags. What I've got is a whole like a collection, like basket stuff, and I'm like, I just don't want to spend that kind of money. I even bought some of those nice, I have one here, was just right beside me, so I can show. Yes, I was buying these type of things, like this is the ones for the big baskets. I also have the smaller ones for like a cookie platter that is in this cellophane wrap stuff too. But that's nice when you're doing baking goods, but some of this is not baking, and I want it to kind of look wrapped and look nice. So as cheap as these are, these two, you get two big cellophane bags. These were last Christmas or maybe the year before, but $1.25. I believe they're $1.50 this year. So, I love these gift baskets things. So with that, I was trying to find what I could find that was similar, and I found the treat boxes. And I was looking at even just the other boxes, like already pre-made gift boxes. They're like $4 to $5. I'm like, if I have to buy like at least 15 of them, I'm just figuring out the money. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Not this year. So I bought these ones. Actually, these ones here I bought last year. That's probably why I couldn't find any this year. So these little gift boxes, they are 9.5 inches by 3.5. Oh, I can't speak. 9.5 inches by 6.5 inches by 3 inches. And this was a pack of 4 for $3. So I had 2 packs of those. I had the bluey tealish colors with Santa and penguins. Then I had the pink ones with the gingerbread cookies. And then it gave me 8, and I needed 2 more. So I couldn't find any of these larger ones. So I bought 2 of the small ones. And you get them, they are 6.25 by 6.25 by 3 inches. And they were $1.25 for 2. So I'll just show you over here. I just grabbed this pack. I like the color of it. So you can see the size difference between, like this one to this one. It is a slightly smaller, but that's okay. I only needed 2, and it was a little bit smaller gift. And then I've already got all these kind of pre-assembled here. Just thought I'd save myself some time by getting those assembled. And then for inside, I'm going to just use tissue paper. So I got different kinds of tissue paper here. The first one is just plain white tissue paper, just to kind of line the boxes, just to give it a little more stability. Especially some of the stuff is glass jars. So, and some of them have the little confetti piece, glitter confetti. I've got some colored glitter confetti pieces. I even have some that have like lots of gold on them. So I got gold stripes and gold polka dots. And then I do have a red one here with the snowflakes, and then I just also have the basic Christmas red and green tissue paper as well. And then I do have this bag here is full of more tissue paper, different colors. You know. Then I thought it was funny because I was going through, my daughter needed tissue paper wrapping up a gift for a friend, and I saw this one, and I told her she's not allowed to ever use this gift wrap. If you don't know what this is the Hudson Bay Stripes. I bought my husband a house coat a few years ago, probably like 6 years ago now, from Hudson's Bay. And she gave me a nice gift box, and she gave me some of this tissue paper. I ended up not using that gift box for his gift. I used it for somebody else, but I kept the tissue paper and I haven't used it. So now I said, I cannot use this for anything. It just has to just stay. So now I just thought he's sitting here in this tissue paper. I have to put this somewhere. So this will be stored in my china cabinet. You know, Hudson's Bay is gone, but that is the Hudson's Bay striped colors. Okay, so I'm just going to set that in the bag with the tissue paper for now. Otherwise, it's just going to be in my way. So I'm just double checking everything, and I am just missing one item I got to run and grab before I forget. I also had my tape, but I can't tell how much is left on here, so I just ran and grabbed the tape refills. So I don't want to forget. Yeah. Didn't want to have to stop in the middle and go look for the tape. I thought, no, I better grab it now before I forget. So I'm going to start with the small gift boxes. I'm just going to move this stuff over here. I'm going to start with the ones that go in these ones here. So these boxes over here. That doesn't help me because I thought I had all this straightened out and organized, and realized I don't quite have it as organized here as I thought I did, but it's okay. Just move a few items over. There we go. Now I've got it all organized. So I'm going to start with the pack of white tissue paper here. This one's got some glitter in it. I don't want the glitter. I just want a piece of this white tissue paper. Open the box. And I'm just going to take this one piece of tissue paper, folding it in half. Is that more than one tissue? Okay, yes, it's more than one piece. That's why it's not folding in half nicely. I'm folding it in half and then in half again. So I'm kind of folding it into quarters because this box is kind of small. And then I'm just going to line. I just think it just gives it that extra touch. Also, the extra tissue paper is going to help hold the box open as well. So, you know, I'm going to do these both at the same time because it's the same gift basically. That, and these ones here are the hot chocolate. So I've got a milk hot chocolate, which I didn't film myself making these ones, but it's just a little bit less cocoa powder, like a lighter colored cocoa powder, and so you get a little bit lighter versus that one. So it's lighter color cocoa powder, a little bit less cocoa, and more the milk powder, powdered milk. So you get a lighter color of hot chocolate. I'm going to put those there, and then I've got this little container, and I just filled with mini marshmallows. So I'm just going to set that one there. Look at how cute that looks. like I said, I am going to wrap it with another piece of tissue paper, but I just want to get these boxes just kind of started. There's that one, and then same with this one. Got the milk hot chocolate and the dark hot chocolate and a little thing of marshmallows. Look how cute that looks. Even if I didn't put any other tissue paper, if you wanted people to see what was in it, like if you were going to sell this at like a market or something, keeping it like this, people can see what is in it. So those ones are done. And then, let's see. I'll do these ones. Let's see, I'll do this one. This one's really easy. I'm just going to grab a box here. Can't get any easier than this. One piece of tissue paper. This time I don't have to fold it into fours. I'm just going to fold it in half lengthwise, and that should... Just kind of tuck it down. Just kind of tuck the tissue paper down in the corners so it kind of also helps hold this open. And like I said, it's just a bag of coffee. Like that. Like I said, I'm definitely going to wrap it with some other tissue paper, but I just want to get these kind of started and out of the way. Oops. This one here. Kind of get the tissue paper, stick it in the corners, and it really helps to hold that open. Now this one's a little trickier, so we'll grab all of this stuff here. Don't want to forget about the straws. So this is a bunch of bubble tea mixes. So I want to make sure that I've got the tea and the little pearls together. So I'm actually just going to grab the tape, and I'm just going to tape the two together, so you know, whoever gets this knows which ones go together. Because that is the one thing with stuff like this, when you've got you need both of these to make it. So I've got just a milk tea, and this one is taro. And this one's a black tea. Just gotta make sure. My microphone kept turning off on me earlier this morning, so I just want to make sure it was still working. So there's the black tea, and then I have a matcha milk tea. Like, these are the bubble teas. I love them with the little boba pearls. And then another milk tea. And then the all important thing in with these, no, I think maybe if let's see. I'm going to try wearing them. Okay. Oops. There. black tea, Toro, and I'll do matcha on top. I think that looks nice. And then of course the really important thing is the special straws. I don't want to forget about the straws, so I'm just going to tuck them in here. I already tried and they don't fit this way. I gotta put them sideways. So I was gonna try to put them with each thing of tea, but it's not gonna work. And I don't want them to go under the tissue paper because I don't want them to be missed. Yeah, I can put a couple up on the top as well. There we go. There, the straws are now in there. Look how nice that looks with the 5 pouches of bubble tea. Alright, so that's 4 of them done. I'm just going to move them out of my way. And so the next 6, I actually need more room. Now these are the coffee ones. I've already, sorry, I'm not sure when it cut out, but now as I'm starting on the coffee ones, and I said I was kind of playing around with the best way to put these in here. So this is that coconut hazelnut coffee creamer that I made. I'm going to set that there. And then I have a bunch of these Clubhouse salted caramel flavored finishing sugars. So I'm going to place that right up above there. And then I have the gingerbread latte. And I have the Italian mocha espresso. It's going to sit there. And I'll look at that as a nice gift box. Let's see if I could just, but when I put the tissue paper in, you know, around it, it's going to hold it up a little bit. But you can see, oops, with having these in with these type of windows here, you can see what's in it. And I think that is perfect if you were going to be, you know, selling these. And people can see what is in there. So I've got to make 5 more like this. I just want to make sure that this is not spilling out. Okay, good. I had one of these lids wasn't tight, and I set it on its side to test it, and I ended up dumping, you know, spilling a little bit out. So I'm just double checking. So I'm just going to make the other 5 just like this, and I'll be right back. And then I'm going to figure out the tissue paper that looks the nicest with the box. Right, so all 10 gifts are now in their boxes, and I decided I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm just going to use this white tissue paper that has like the confetti little sparkles in it. Just, you know, just thought, you know, just keeping things really simple this Christmas. So I'm just going to do this one. It's the easiest one for me to reach. So looks like that. I'm going to take this and find where the sparkles are on that side. So I'm going to more on this side. I'm trying to figure out which way is more shiny. I don't think it matters. Okay, so I'm just going to take this out, and I'm just going to wrap it. And then just place it back in here. And look at that. It is so simple. And then I'm going to take a small little piece of tape. If I can get the tape off the dispenser. And I'm just going to tape the box shut. And then as I'm wrapping each gift, I've got these tags here, and I'm just going to see. So I've got different ones. I'm just going to figure out which ones I like best. And you know what? I think I'm going to use these ones here. I'm just going to take this whole sheet out of the... I always find that easier sometimes. Just take whole sheet out of this, and then I can just, as I'm figuring out whose gift it is, as I'm wrapping each gift, I can write their names. So I'm just gonna continue doing the other 9 the exact same way, adding the gift tags, and I will be back when I get that done, because I got to refix this one, but just the wrapping everything in tissue paper is going to take some time. So I will be back when I get them all nicely wrapped with the tissue paper. Alright, so I'm now on the last one to wrap. I figure I might as well film myself doing the very last one. So like I said, I've already got the plain white tissue paper in here, and I'm just using one piece of this tissue paper. I'm just kind of layering it down, so like about a third or so comes out here, and then I've got more coming out from the top. If I can angle this a little bit better so you can see. I don't know. And then I'm just putting the coffee creamer there, salted caramel salt up here, and then one of the lattes over here and the espresso over here. I don't know, as I was wrapping them, the espresso and latte kind of switched sides. I didn't think it mattered. I'm just going to fold this up. And I'm just going to fold this one down like that. And hold it in place. Bring the lid down. A little piece of, oops, it's too much tape. Just need a little piece of tape here to hold it in place. And then I've already pre-made, written out all the gift tags. So I'm just putting the tag right there, and there we go. All the gifts are wrapped. So I'm just going to set this here. I'm going to pan my camera around so you can see all 10 gifts all nicely wrapped with their labels. There we go. So that is like for some family and friends. Oops. That one I've got that does happen if I don't pull the box down too far or don't use enough tape, so I'll fix that in a second. That is just a very quick, easy way to wrap the gifts for Christmas. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.